Hello, everybody. Welcome to the American Geordie channel. My name is Chris, and in this video, we're going to react to a fan calling TalkSport about Eddie Howe and his possible move to the English national team. We're going to react to that. It's going to be part of our reaction playlist. We always going to be reacting, giving you news, and also give you, live watch-alongs, etc. So please, if you're a Magpie, if you're a Newcastle fan, if you're a Crow, consider subscribing, hit the bell for notifications, give us a like. It helps us a lot to keep growing. Share it with all your Toon friends. Let's keep growing. Let's get started. Let's not waste any more time.
What do you want to say?
Just saying about not getting Guardiola. I think Eddie Howe would be the ideal choice because I'm sorry to upset Newcastle fans, but I think he's not good enough for the money they've got. I think it'd be better for the England setup, more attack-minded. We've got so many good players in this country that are not utilised. Southgate won't play him. We'd rather bring somebody like Jordan Henderson or, Harry Maguire playing. It's just absolutely ridiculous.
Steve, did you say that Newcastle's too good for Eddie Howe?
Yeah.
No, see, I mean, you got to think. Look, they just come to the back of beating PSG 4-1.
Yeah, come on. They're not the PSG aren't the best in Europe, are they?
I know, but this is Newcastle's first time back.
It doesn't matter. What are you talking about? Who is this guy, man? He's a City fan, of course. They have no history, so. But are you kidding me? You're gonna say that they beat PSG? It's not. And PSG is not one of the. Yeah, PSG is one of the best clubs in Europe. Might not be the best. Might not be the second best. Might not be the third best. But they are up there. So the fact that with killing Mbappe, so you're gonna tell me that it doesn't mean anything? Come on, mate. Are you kidding me? That's so stupid. Let's go.
Back in the Champions League for a long time, and obviously they get a good point at where AC, and in the first home game back in the Champions League, they can smash one of the top teams in Europe 4-1.
I think Newcastle in the next couple of years we're looking for an international manager, not Eddie Howe. That's my opinion.
Well, what's that based on? I do find that bizarre that you.
So what the hell does that mean? So is Newcastle good enough or not? You just said that unless I'm mistaken, and I don't speak the homeland's English or something, because he just said I think Newcastle are going to need a international manager, a better international manager than Eddie Howe. I mean, so is Newcastle good enough, or what the hell are you talking about, man?
Would say that, Steve, because so far you have to give Eddie Howe 10 out of 10 his time at Newcastle. You have to.
All right, let me go back to the City when City got took over. They had Mark Hughes in charge. He was like, they knew he wasn't the right man for the job. Then they looked at people like Mancini, etc. That's what they need, Newcastle. They need somebody of an international standing who's won things, who's got experience in Europe. I don't think Eddie Howe's the man for the job, mate.
Fair enough.
Okay, thanks for your call, Steve. I was listening to talk the other day. I think Simon Jordan was alluding to the same. I just find that bizarre that.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, you might be right, but you can't
give him a chance.
Yeah, he said that Simon Jordan that Eddie Howe, it was good enough to get Newcastle to this point, but he doesn't think that he's going to be good enough to take him to the promised land. And promised land, I'm sure, is titles, continuously finishing top 4, winning a Premier League eventually, doing good in the Champions League, competing for the Champions League, being a protagonist. So what do you think? That's a good question, actually. That's a fair enough question. Do you think Eddie Howe is good enough? He might be the greatest person in the world, a nice coach, nice guy, but objectively look at this and let me know in the comment section what you think.
Can't knock Eddie Howe. Everything he's done at Newcastle has been bang on the money. He got on top 4 when they weren't expected to get top 4.
Cup final.
Yeah.
Got to the cup final. They've now just smashed PSG at home.
This is what I'm saying with Eddie Howe. There's nowhere on the planet, and me and you would always have this kind of dispute. If I'm Eddie Howe, I'm not leaving Newcastle for the England job. Absolutely not.
You got a World Cup or Euros.
No chance, no way. Because Eddie Howe might leave Newcastle, go to England and not work out.
But look at the players you're inheriting as England manager.
No, man, I'm fine. Give me a Champions League side.
But Eddie Howe, realistically, is not going to win the Champions League.
Yeah, but he might do.
Okay. Has he got more chance of winning the Champions League with Newcastle or the Euros with England? Realistically.
Yeah, probably the Euros of England, but still.
There you go.
No,
There's your answer.
I'm not leaving Newcastle. Big club, massive checkbook.
Big
Yes,
club,
sir.
England.
I get that.
Bigger
but
country than
if he does,
Newcastle
yeah,
are a
but if,
club.
if he does well at Newcastle and stays at Newcastle, I'm just hypothetically,
Yeah.
for the next 10 years, right?
Yeah.
Does really well, wins trophies with them because I think they're more than capable of doing that.
Let me tell you, €1 is better than anything he could do at club level.
But they might not win it. We've been talking about this for the same thing since '66.
No, I know.
Nah, give me Newcastle.
Hey, I'm cool with that. I think that was a great explanation to why he should stay at Newcastle. And props to Darren Bent. He's a proper pundit and Arsenal fan as you see him, and he still gives prop to Newcastle. Tells him, hey, it's a big club, and I'd rather stay in Newcastle. Big fans, intensity. It's nice club. Got a lot of money now, so it has its props. And of course, the English side, I mean, I think it's an honor to be to play or coach for the English national team. So I'm not gonna knock it off. I think it would be really tempting if they go for Eddie Howe. And plus, when's the last time they had an English coach in the English side? I think if I'm just thinking it from the top of my head, I don't remember the last time. And certainly the last time they was successful, who was he? But Eddie Howe could be part of that. It would be tough. It would be tough to replace him at Newcastle. But listen, I watched football for a long time, and I'm gonna leave you with this. I don't foresee. Man, it's tough to say because I'm a supporter of Newcastle, and I certainly don't wish any bad on anybody. And I think Eddie Howe has been a correct bias for these couple of years. So I just don't know that he will stay for the long run. I don't know. I'm just looking at it from the football perspective, from watching football for a long time and kind of understanding how things go here. I just don't know. And plus, he might get offers too, including the national side. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Please consider subscribing and hit the bell for notifications. We will see.